Good afternoon, should say, Blue Comet fans. Welcome here to Salina. I'm getting an exterior microphone, getting ready to get it hooked up here, so we'll have some exterior noise here. We've got a good crowd in Salina, and the good folks here hooking us up and make sure everything's good to go for us. As they've done a great job in getting everything ready to rock and roll here today. Now we're going to have some baseball going on no matter what, and hopefully that the weather stays away. We got a little bit of a wind that's blowing in here right now, but should be a good day for baseball here. From the state tournament in Salina. I want to say congratulations, Fort Scott Tigers. They got themselves the victory a little earlier against KC Piper in game number 1 here today. They won it 3-1. So they're sitting there on that one side waiting for the winner of this game between Buhler and the Blue Comets here today. The Crusaders coming in here at 19-3. They're the home team here in game number 2. Blue Comets 13-7 on the year. So good teams, both of them coming in here, and this should be a good game. I want to say welcome all those that are checking out on the live stream. I want to say a big thank you to the good folks of Ryan Disbro, State Farm Insurance Agent, and the senior baseball parents here today, bringing us our live stream broadcast at KINZ.biz. Check it out right there. All right, so here's the scenario. Blue Comets win here today. They'll move into the semifinal round tomorrow, possibly. There's a lot of weather in the forecast for tomorrow, so I don't know if we're going to get games tomorrow or not. But Fort Scott already there, and we could see it on Saturday. It looks like a better day here in Saturday, according to some of the folks here in the press box, as far as the weather goes. So we're going to be checking in on that. But the Blue Comets got to get through today first. Got to pull out all the stops. I know Coach Murray's got everything ready to rock and roll. He said the team is looking good, feeling good. Had a few days off to rest and relax. Got a good Buhler team of the Crusaders coming in here, and so it should be a good game. Blue Comets will be the visiting team, and it will be Mason Manbeck on the bump, Brady McDonald behind the dish for him, Peyton Beck over first, Jaden Costin is at second, Corbett Kimlin is at short, Cam Kester is at third, Lane Harvey in left, Bryson Ellis will be the center fielder, and Alex Crum will be the right fielder for the Blue Comets here today. It will be Hawkinson, he will be on the bump for the Crusaders. Ely will be the catcher behind the dish. Scott is at first, Wiggins at second, Miller at short, Henderson at third, McCurdy in left. Span is in center field, and Sides will be the right fielder as the Blue Comets coaches and the Blue Comets now getting introduced here for the ball game this afternoon. Been checking in on the weather radar. We should be okay for this afternoon's ball game here on Z95.3. And remind everyone to check it out there at KINZ.biz. We're just about getting ready to get underway. And we're going to check in on this weather as it's coming in. Remember, if we get any lightning or any thunder, but it's pretty dry out here towards the Salina area right now. But we do have some rain that is developing to the west of us out there on I-40 around the Great Bend area. So I don't know how the Humboldt Cubs are going to do over there at their ball game. You catch them at 1460 and 99.9 FM for the Humboldt Cubs. But here we go as we're getting the Blue Comets introduced here this afternoon as it's state baseball. I want to say thanks to Coach Murray, Coach Richards, Coach Sizemore, and all the guys letting me be a part of the travels and be a part of the games this year. And hopefully going to be here the entire weekend to see if we can bring home a state title for the Blue Comets here. And these great seniors that are out here for the Comets here today. And I'm looking at some things too. Wichita looks pretty good today for tomorrow too, folks, as the Blue Comets will have their track and field meet for the state tournament will be in Wichita. That'll come up tomorrow. So good luck to the Blue Comets to get ready to travel over there. So as Buhler and the Crusaders are now being introduced. So getting a little bit closer to the start of this ball game here. And just my take on it, folks. I don't know that much about Buhler, just some of the teams that they've played. They beat the teams that they're supposed to beat, just same as the Blue Comets have. I think that they had a good district that they play in over there, and I think some of the teams might be down a little bit over there, but I think the Blue Comets can play very well with this Buhler team. They were the number 3 seed over there in the west side for most of the year, coming in here at 19-3. So they got some hitters, but the Blue Comets are just going to have to play their style of baseball. Coach Murray likes to play small ball, and that's what we're going to play here today. And then we'll get some big knocks here and there from Manbeck and Harvey and everybody else. Just got to play our game. Let's play good defense out there. Can't have the errors. No errors out there is going to help you win some ball games. It gives you a good chance to win some ball games if you have no errors out there. Just got to be diligent on the field and slow down, take it easy. I know you're at the state tournament, some butterflies. But I'll tell you what, I think the guys are ready to go here today, and it should be a very good baseball game here against Buhler to see who's going to face off against Fort Scott for a chance at the title game tomorrow, and the third place game as well. So that's where we're going to go with that. So Blue Comets have to win today to play tomorrow. Otherwise, they're done for the tournament. And we got a good Blue Comet crowd here that has made the trip. And the Fort Scott Tigers have hung out. And it looks like that we may have some Fort Scott Tigers hanging out to watch some ball games coming up. And see who they may be playing tomorrow, whether it be Buhler, the Crusaders, or your Chanute Blue Comets. I'd like to see an SEK rematch there for the semifinal game to see who's going to make it to the tournament or for the championship game. That'd be pretty interesting. That way we know for sure one team will definitely get into the state final game for the SEK. So I don't know if we're going to have our national anthem here, folks, kind of what we're looking at. So not doing the national anthem. So we're not doing the national anthem. So just a little reminder, today's game on the live stream is being brought to us by the senior baseball parents and the good folks at Ryan Disbro State Farm Insurance Agent in downtown Chanute. Ryan Disbro is having their 3rd annual Customer Appreciation Day. That will be May 31st. Going to have lunch from 11 to 2. And so get on down there and check out that Good Neighbor Day with Ryan Disbro State Farm Insurance Agent as they bring you the game here today, as well as the senior parents bringing us the ball game here this afternoon. So here we go. I think we got a pretty good view of the field. Kind of got all of it out there. Tried to zoom in a little bit to catch a closer view, but I think that catches most of the field out there. We should have a lot of the action on the live stream for you here today. 3 umpires out in the field, and we are sitting ready to go as Buhler and the Crusaders take the field. Alrighty, so it will be Hawkinson, as I said, he will be the pitcher. Ellie behind the dish. And it will be Bryson Ellis, Mason Manbeck, and Corbett Kimberlin, the first 3 to start off here. And see if the Blue Comets can get something started early. Going to put Coach Murray down to 3rd baseline. Coach Sizemore sure down to 1st base side. Beautiful field here at Dean Evans Stadium in Salina. Nice little 3-hour trip. A lot of rain until you get out to about Augusta, and then it lightened up a little bit. Still a very cloudy day here this afternoon. Chance of rain. Have some out to the west of us out and around the Great Bend area. That may be hampering the 2-1A tournament out there. So be ready for that. Coming up on 1460 AM for your Humble Cubs. As Buhler ready to go. Ellie throws it down, and we're sitting ready to play some baseball. So I'm going to take me a quick drink here, folks. So here we go. Let's play some baseball. Blue Comets to the plate. There's Bryson Ellis, the center fielder, starts it off. See if Bryson can get something started here as Hawkinson ready to deliver. And underway here, Blue Comets State baseball. That's a shot going right over to second base. Wiggins down on it. He'll go 4-3. Oh, a little bit offline there. 4-3 out number 1.
The pitcher, number 4.
Out there to Scott, throwing it a little wide, but Scott takes care of it. Here comes the Mason Manbeck to the plate now, Blue Comet pitcher. See if he can get things started for the Blue Comets. 1 out, nobody on. Hawkinson delivers. Steve-Rag going tall to him. Oh, 1 to Manbeck. Here's the pitch. That's a bouncer towards 3rd, and it'll be a foul ball. 0-2. Corbett Kimberlin, Blue Comets shortstop on deck. The guys had that big haircut for the Unity. Nice haircuts today. Here's the pitch. Hawkinson sends it out there. Wiggins, and it'll get off of Wiggins and into shallow center field. So Manbeck is on with the base hits for the Blue Comets. So the Blue Comets start off with a hit here, and a hit, and a man out. Here comes Corbett Kimberlin to the plate. Corbett comes up now. That'll put Hawkinson on the stretch. As Casey full of sunshine, Kimberlin steps to the plate here for the Blue Comets. Manbeck with the lead, being held on by Scott over there. Hendrickson delivers, swing and a miss. 0-1 to Kimberlin. Checking in with Coach Murray down the 3rd baseline. Back in he goes. Quick throw over to 1st. Manbeck checking back in. Scott holding him there. Manbeck takes his lead again. That's going to be fouled off to the right side by Kimberlin. It's 0-2. So Corbett trying to move him around. Nice job, Manbeck. Wiggins had a good play on it. He had to dive towards the second base bag, and it just went off the front of his glove. Not able to come up with it. On is Manbeck. Here's the 0-2. Hawkinson delivers. Up high inside. 1-2 now to Kimberlin. Corbett Checking to Murray down the line, trying to move man back from first. Man back a little bit of a lead from the stretch. Hawkinson to the plates. That's going to hit Corbett there on the arm. So runners now at first and second for the Blue Comets as Lane Harvey strolls to the plate.
Number 10, Lane Harvey.
Just good feelings about these at-bats for Lane Harvey. I just think this is going to be a big game for him. We need him here today. Get that big bat working for him. Let's see if we can get an early lead here as they're playing that infield in a little bit, and Lane can definitely get over this. 338 to down the lines and 385 dead center, 355 in the right alley, 358 left alley. So Hendrickson now, Hawkinson I should say, with 2 on. Man back at second, Kimberlin at first. Lane Harvey stands in, pitch to him. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. So Lane Harvey 0-1 to him. Peyton Beck on deck. 1 out and 2 on here in the top of the first. Blue Comets trying to get something started. Hawkinson outside, 1-1. There's a lot of room out there. I mean, Lane's going to have to, not so high, but he could probably get it out to the fence, and going to have to make McCurdy work really hard to get out there to that corner if he can get a hold of one. Here's Hawkinson with the pitch. Low for ball 2, 2-1. So Harvey with a 2-1 count. Steps back to the box. Hawkinson now delivers. That's going to be over to the right side. It'll get out of play and foul ball. It's 2-2. So Lane looking to straighten one out here for the Blue Comets. See if he can bring a run around. Manbeck leading at second. Kimberlin at first. Here's the 2-2. Hawkinson checks on Manbeck. Nobody covering. The 2-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's out number 2. And the strikeout here for Hawkinson. Gets a big strikeout for him. Here comes Peyton Beck, the lefty. See if he can come up here.
First baseman
with 2 outs.
Peyton Beck.
As now they shift over a little bit to the right side to see if Peyton can poke one to the left here. 2 outs, 2 on. Here's Peyton standing in. And the pitch, Hawkinson high outside, ball 1. One over to Beck. Still stand in right now here. Hawkinson taking a look in. Sign he likes. Now check second. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2-0. Bradley Peavy, the DH on deck for the Blue Comets. He's DHing for Brady Mack, the Blue Comet catcher here today. Beck ahead 2-0. Hawkinson trying to get himself out of trouble with 2 outs and 2 on. That's a fly ball in the infield. And there should be no problem there for Henderson as he's over behind third base bag and makes the play for the 3rd out. The Blue Comets get 1 hit. They leave 2 and no errors and no runs come in. We will go to the bottom of the first. Span, McCurdy, and Goins comes to the plate when we come back. Blue Comets and Buhler. No score from the state tournament on Z95.3. Already Blue Comet fans back here as we get ready to go to the bottom of the first inning. No score. Mason Manbeck on the bump for the Blue Comets. His battery mate is Brady McDonald. Peyton Beck over at first. Jaden Costin is at second. Corbett Kimberlin at third. Cam Kester at, Corbett Kimberlin is at short. Cam Kester is at third. Lane Harvey in left. Bryson Ellis, he's in center field. He's in center field, and then you have Alex Crum out there in right field for the Blue Comets. All right, so as we get ready to go here, it will be Span, McCurdy, and Gomes, the first three up. And Mason Manbeck on the hill for the Blue Comets has been pitching very, very well. And Coach Murray's going to send him out there and put it in the hands of his senior pitcher here, and see if he can keep the Crusaders at bay here and make sure those bats for the Blue Comets work. Here's Manbeck ready to go. First pitch to the center fielder. Shot right back up the middle. And it's a base hit to start off for Span. So there you go, Mason. Get that, get those butterflies out, get that first hit against you. So let it be done, and now settle in, and let's play some baseball here. All right. So here comes McCurdy to the plate. He is the left fielder for Coach Neal's squad. He's down the third baseline. I believe that's Coach Warner down the first base side here for the Crusaders. So McCurdy stands in with a man on. Beck holding him on. Manbeck to the stretch here to start off. Mason delivers. Little runner back out to first. Won't have time to get him at second, and they will, but they won't get him at first. They'll get the lead runner. Nice job there by Mason Manbeck. He goes 1-4 for out number one. McCurdy reaches on the fielder's choice. So one out.
Number 25, Colt Gomes.
Here comes Gomes to the plate. He is the DH today for the Crusaders. So Gomes now checking in. Coach Neal is will be McCurdy leading at first. Staying in the stretch, Manbeck. One out and a man on here, bottom first, no score. Catching the outside edge for a steer right call. 0-1 to him. So that 0-1 count. Right back in goes Gomes. Manbeck. Swing and a miss, and that's steer right number 2. Gomes tried to hold up there, but couldn't pull it back. So that's 0-2 to him. So back in now goes Gomes, 0-2. McCurdy at first with a lead, one out here. Bottom first, no score. And Blue Comets. Pitcher Mason Manbeck sends that one in, 1-2. So the 1-2 count, Henderson on deck for the Crusaders. Here's the pitch. McDonald throwing down, and it'll be a close play, but he steals the bag. Does McCurdy, puts himself into scoring position. It's a 2-2 count now at the plate. So Gomes, as McCurdy steals the bag. Nice throw down by McDonald, a little bit high there, but good steal right by McCurdy. So it's 2-2. Gomes stands in. Just high and missing, full count, 3-2. So 3-2. Manbeck got to run over at second. Stays in the stretch. Gives him a quick look. Now to the plates. Fly ball shallow. Peyton Beck. That wind's blowing it around there. He's in foul ground. He'll make the play. Nice job, Peyton. In foul ground for outs. Number 2. So here comes the third baseman Henderson to the plates. So he'll have to go over and pick up his buddy's bat and left it halfway down the line. So here comes Henderson now. 2 outs and man over scoring possession at second. And the Blue Comets trying to get out of this inning. And just like Buhler did in the top of the first, the Blue Comets threatened there. So Henderson, as Manbeck settled in here now to the plates. Outside, ball 1. Just a little bit outside for that one. So it's 1-0 to Henderson. Manbeck looking in. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Henderson looking to give it a ride right there. See if he can find some room out there. Blue Comets playing straight away. So Henderson back in with a 1-1 count. Cleanup hitter here looking to bring a run in. Get Buhler on the board first. Manbeck looking to get out of this inning. 2 outs and a man on. Foul ball behind us. It's 1-2. Fort Scott already wins today in game number 1 to start off the day. They won it 3-1 over KC Piper. They're awaiting the winner of this one to see who's going to play in the championship game tomorrow as well, if we get to play tomorrow. Maybe Saturday, the way the weather's going. 1-2 to Henderson now. after the foul ball. Man back long look in. Now he's ready. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, center field, Bryson Ellis. Had to take a couple steps back, now having to run in on it, and now he'll make the play there for the third out. So Blue Comets give up the one hit, so they leave one, and no errors, and no runs come in. We will go to the second. It will be Peavy, Costin, and Kester. When we come back, no score. Blue Comet Baseball, Z95.3. Already Blue Comet fans back here ready for the second inning, and the Blue Comets and the Crusaders of Buhler tied at 0 as one guy has lost his pencil. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. Bobby Peavy going to start off the DH here into the second, and we'll give you Hawkinson's numbers here through one here in just a second. Swing and a miss by Brody Peavy. So Brody down 0-1. 17 pitches, one strikeout, no base on balls, one hits, no runs for Hawkinson in as one inning. He's 0-1 to Peavy. Down slow for a 1-1 count. So 1-1 to him. Bradley standing right in. Hawkinson delivers high on the inside, 2-1. That's one thing I think that the Blue Comets can do here. They got to get to just work the pitch count. Got to get this pitch count up here, and maybe that'll help him out as Hawkinson. And a nice job. Oh, come on, Coach. You got to get down a little bit closer now. You got to get fundamentals. Got to get the knee down. Got away from him right there. 2-2 to Peavy on the foul ball. Nice try there by Coach Sizemore, but hey, you got to get down a little better than that. Costin on decks, 2-2 to Peavy. Ooh, man, that's a nice pitch. Must have just missed high. It's 3-2. So Bradley right in, ready to go see if he can get started here into the second. Here's the 3-2. Low outside. Good job, Bradley Peavy. Works the walk. The Blue Comets have their leadoff runner on here into the second inning. Here comes Jaden Costin to the plate. So the Blue Comets with a runner on here into the second. Jaden steps in here. Sizemore will keep Peavy on. Scott holding him on over there. So now to the stretch goes Hawkinson. Trying to lay down the bunt there is Costin. Fouls it off 0-1. So 0-1 to him. Jaden checks right back in after a quick look down the line to Coach Murray. Hawkinson comes set. Here's the 0-1. A quick throw over to first. Bradley getting dirty, diving back in. And it's 0-1 to Jaden Costin. Hawkinson bringing it, trying to lay it down. A nice job as it bumps off the grass right there. Hawkinson has to come out and make the play to sacrifice bunt. Works. And out number 1. Good job there. I mean, a nice bunt because it went down right in front of that grass, in front of the dirt there, and it hit that grass, and there was a little lip, and it bounced up off of there, slowed it down. Gave him just enough time there. Hawkinson had to come in and make the play, but a good play by Hawkinson. But that does put a runner scoring position over second. Here comes Cam Kester to the plate. Big Comet, third baseman, looking for a knock here. High, ball 1. So Cam, as Big Comets now threatened in the first inning, looking to threaten here in the second with only 1 out. Cam Kester steps in here against Hawkinson, the 1-0 to him. Catching the outside edge, just 1-1. Saw Mason Manbeck get that call, though, so good consistency there by the Blue. And a nice job, Peavy getting back in there as Hawkinson tried to do a little turnaround play there, and Wiggins coming over, but Peavy gets back in. And nice job watching him there. Bradley, here's the pitch. Kester sends that right back out to the pitcher. Oh, man. Cam Kester, nice job here by the Buhler defense. Kester right back to the pitcher for the outs, and then he turns around and goes 1-6 for the third out. So quick, a little 1-2-3 there for the Blue Comets. So no runs come in as they get no hits, and they leave one, and no errors by the Crusaders. We're going to be back in 1 minute, going to the bottom of the second. No scores, E95-3.
Second, first baseman number 10, Reed Scott.
Alrighty, Blue Comet fans, back here as we get ready to go. Bottom of the second, no score, and there's the Crusaders coming up here. Manbeck ready to go. First pitch to the first baseman Scott is called. Strike one. Mason Manbeck now 13 pitches, no strikeouts, no base on balls, 1 hit, and no runs, and he's 1-0 to the first batter Scott. Here in a second, here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike call number 2, 0-2. So Scott, Sides, and Hawkinson the first 3 up here against Manbeck into the second. Here's the 0-2. Ooh, 1-2. That one before you called a strike looked better than that one. That one looked better than the one before, I should say. 1-2 now to Scott as he steps back in. Here's Manbeck. That's outside, 2-2. Got a good crowd here in Salina. Got a good cover underneath in the press box here today. 2-2 to Scott. That's up high, running full. Nice job here by Scott. He fell behind 0-2. Manbeck trying to get him to chase it one, and he's now got it full. So Mason, 3-2 coming. It's a shot right there to Kimberlin. Slow roller, he's up on it, and he'll go 6-3. Out number 1. Nice job, Quiver, right there on it. Here comes the right fielder Sides. The pitcher Hawkinson will be on deck for the Crusaders. So Sides now comes to the plate here. And Mason Manbeck ready to go to the right fielder for the first time. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1-0. Manbeck still in the windup. That's in there for, must be, wow. 2-0. Look good from up here. I think some of the crowd was surprised it wasn't a call either, so it's a 2-0 count. Manbeck bringing it. That's up high. 3-0 now to the right fielder Sides. Mason working pretty quick here. Here's the 3-0 to him. Can't catch the outside edge this time. It's ball 4. First base on ball is given up here by Manbeck. And all around the strike zone right there on that hitter. Here comes the pitcher Hawkinson to the plate now with 1 out and a man on. In the second, still no score. In the second game of the afternoon, trying to get to the state championship games. All right, here comes the pitcher Hawkinson looking to see if he can help his own cause. Sides leads off now from the stretch. It is Manbeck bringing it. That's a shot out in the left field, and it's a long strike on the foul side. 0-1. It's 0-1 to him. I want to remind everyone you can have live stats during the ball game at portal.stretchinternet.com/KWU. So go to portal.stretchinternet.com. Live stats throughout the game. Hawkinson stands in, swing and a miss. It's 0-2 to him. So man leading off at first is sides, 0-2 to the pitcher Hawkinson. Man Beck gives him a quick look. Beck holding him on. Here's the pitch. It's a shot right there, and it'll be past Beck in between him and the first base bag and roll out into right field. Going around to third is going to be sides. Beck, if Beck was playing to move back in, he did just right, but that ball just squeezed between him and the bag. He was leaning toward the second base side, and he was on the first base side. So Hawkinson on with the base hits. Over to third now with runners on the corners, 1 out. And here comes the catcher, Ely, E-L-Y, Ellie. With runners on the corners here, as both teams have been threatening in every inning so far. Haven't been able to push anybody across now with 1 out and runners on the corners. Crusaders going to try that here with Manbeck bringing it. Steve Wright. Wow. Man, I don't know what a strike looks like down there, but I mean from up here. Wow, that's ball 1. I mean, that looked right down the middle. I'm missing something up here, I guess. Okay, here we go. 1-0. That gets away from Manbeck. Over to second with no throw. Second stolen base. As it's 2-0 now to the catcher, Eli. So now, with only 1 out, Manbeck to work his way out of this situation here. Same situation that Hawkinson had back in the first against the Blue Comets. So Ellie standing in here, 2-0. 3-0. So the 3-0 count, Manbeck definitely doesn't want to load him up here. And the pitch. 3-1. All right, so the 3-1 count here. Manbeck to the plate. Ball 4. Bases full now. And second one. This on ball is given up here by Manbeck, and looks like it's going to be number 21. Let's see. Sorry, number 24. Number 24, that's going to be Stubbs. He will pinch run for the catcher. All right, so here comes Wiggins, the second baseman, to the plate now. Bases full, 2 outs. Definitely a double play ball here. Let's get out of trouble. Yeah, Blue Comets definitely don't want to give up the run here in the second. Wiggins steps in. Manbeck to the plate. Steve Wright called that time. 0-1. Took me a second. I didn't know if he was going to call it or not. 0-1 to him. Top of the order will be Span. He'll be on deck. Wiggins steps in. And Manbeck looking for that second out. That's going to be fouled off. 0-2. All right, Mason, let's see if we can get that first strikeout right here. And get that second out at the plates. It's 0-2 to Wiggins. He steps back in. Manbeck for the right pitch here. See if we can get a strikeout. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be down into left field in front of Harvey. 1 run coming in. Here comes the throw. And it'll be offline. 2 runs come in on Wiggins' single. So over to second goes Stubbs. 2 runs come in. It's now 2-0 Buhler. On the single by Wiggins. The second single brings in 2 runs. Here comes the top of the order. It will be Span coming to the plates. So Span comes up here now, 2-0 Buhler, as they have runners at first and second. Still only 1 out. Come on. So Span steps in here. First pitch to him. Ball 1. Manbeck taking a quick look over at second, and can't catch the outside edge. It's now 2-0. So the 2 hits here have now brought in the 2 runs. That's a shot right there, Kester. He'll be able to catch one, see if he can get it across. And nice play, Cam Kester. Nice play, Cam Kester, as he takes care of the run on the force for a second out over at third, and then it goes 5-3 for the third out.
2 runs,
That's
2
up here.
hits, 1 left for
For
Buhler.
the third out. So 2 runs, 2 hits, and 1 man left. No errors by the Blue Comets, and we will go to the third inning. It will be Crum, Ellison, Manbeck. When we come back, Blue Comets trail at 2-0 Z95.3. And welcome back here, Blue Comet fans. Alex Crum stepping to the plate. The first pitch he sees is called strike one. He fouls off the second one. It is 0-2 to him to start off here. It's a 2-0 Buhler ball game here in the top of the third as Hawkinson facing Crum here. The 0-2 on the way. That's low on the outside. It's now 1-2, 30 pitches. 1 strikeout, 1 base on balls, 1 hit, no runs for Hawkinson so far. He's got his team a 2-0 lead. And 1-2 to Alex Crum, the number 9 hitter, and that's going to be a shot right now. A little runner. Going to be a hard play here by the shortstop. He's going to throw it away, and it's going to bounce back to the first baseman, though. And here's the throw coming into second, and Crum, not knowing where the ball came from, it bounced off that fence all the way back to the coach's box. First baseman Scott was able to one-hand it and send it over to second to get Crum going in. Alex just didn't see where the ball was coming from there. It hit the back of that fence and just bounced back. That's not on Crum or the coaches there. That's a good play there by Buhler as Crum is out. He gets a single. I'm going to say on the air.
Center fielder
Then
Bryson
gets over to second. He will be out on the 1-6 for the first out. Top of the order coming up now is Bryson Ellis. Ball 1 to him. So the error by the Crusaders. That's up high. 2-0 now to Bryson Ellis. Mason Manbeck will be on deck here with 1 out. Nice play there by Alex. He went around like he thought he should, but that ball just bounced right back to the Crusaders. It's 2-1 on the outside edge. And Bryson Ellis sends that one sky high here on the infield. Coming in on it is the third baseman Henderson, and he'll make the play. Out number 2. So 2 outs. Here comes Mason Manbeck. He has that Blue Comet hit back in of the first inning. So 2 outs and nobody on. He'll come to the plate here in the top of the third. See if he can help his own cause. Get a little 2-out rally going here for the Blue Comets in the third inning. Hawkinson with 2 outs and nobody on delivers. And that's fouled back to the screen. 0-1 to him. Manbeck trying to get on for Corbett Kimlin on deck here. See if Blue Comets can get something going in the third. They traded 2-0. Here's the 0-1. It's a shot down third base line. It'll be foul. 0-2. Just behind Coach Murray there. Now to Manbeck. And Hawkinson working from the wind up. Nobody on. That's up high. It's now 1-2. So the 1-2 count, Manbeck stands right in. Here's the pitch. That's going to be over towards the second baseman Wiggins. Take a couple bounce. 4-3. Out number 3. The Blue Comets go 1-2-3 here. They get 1 hit, so they leave none, 1 error, and no runs come in for the Blue Comets. We'll go to the bottom of the third. McCurdy, Gones, and Henderson when we come back. It's 2-0 Buhler, Z95.3. Back here as we get ready to go to the bottom of the third inning. It's 2-0 Buhler with the lead here over the Blue Comets at the state tournament.
The third for Buhler. Left fielder, Brigham McCurdy.
And it will be McCurdy. Reached on the fielder's choice his last time up. So he'll start off here the third against Mason Manbeck. And Manbeck delivers. First pitch, high, ball one. Mason with 38 pitches. No strikeouts, 2 base on balls, 3 hits, and 2 runs. That one's outside. It's now 2-0. So the 2-0 count to him. Swing and a miss, now 2-1. So the 2-1 count, McCurdy right back in. Manbeck hoping to make quick work here in the third. See if we can get those Blue Comet bats working. The pitch, can send that one foul. It's now a 2-2 count to the leadoff man here in the bottom of the third for Buhler. So right back in McCurdy. 2-2, nice pitch. Just, man, another pitcher, man, I'll tell you what. Full count, that was a nice looking pitch there, but no call. 3-2, here's the pitch to him. Ball 4. Wow.
Designated hitter, Colt Goins.
Third base on ball is given up by Mason here. Here comes Goins to the plate. Flied out and foul ground to first base. His first time up, he's 0 for 1. So with a man on, no out here in the third. It's in there for a strike call. 0-1. Well, I'll tell you what, I know it's supposed to be low and on that outside edge because both pitchers are trying to catch that out there. Sometimes they'll call it, sometimes you can't. I'm not seeing the whole thing from up here, but I just not seeing his strike zone there. 0-1 to Goins. Pitch on the way. McDonald throwing down, and it'll be ouch. Nice job, Brady Mack. As it looks like McCurdy bounced up a little bit there. It gave Jaden Costin the opportunity to ring him up. So that'll be 2-4 for out number 1. And it's an 0-2 count here at the plate here to Goins. Nice job, Blue Comets. Brady Mack with a nice throw down. Here's the pitch. Missing outside, 1-2. Manbeck now looking for that second out. Here's the 1-2 count. Swing and a miss for the strike. Got the first one here from Mason. That's his first one, so see if that warms old Mason up here onto the hill. Got a good play from his catcher. Makes a good strikeout. Here comes Henderson. He is the third baseman. He flied out to center his first time up, gave it a good ride. Bryson Ellis right there to size him up. So 2 outs and nobody on. Here's Henderson. High, ball 1. 1-0 to him. Henderson standing right in. High fly ball once again. This one's going to be shallow. And Kimberlin going back on it. And Bryson Ellis will come up and make the play, though. And that'll do it here for the third out. It's a 1-2-3 inning here for Mason Manbeck. Blue Comets definitely need that. No hits, nobody left, and no errors by the Blue Comets. No runs come in. We will go to the fourth. Kimberlin, Harvey, and Beck to the plate. Blue Comets trade at 2-0. Z95.3. Alrighty, Blue Comet fans, we're back here as we go to the fourth inning. Blue Comet State base runners here. And it is Corbett Kimberlin, Lane Harvey, and Peyton Beck the first three here against Hawkinson. He's had 3 innings of work. He's thrown 39 pitches, 1 strikeout, 1 base on balls, 1 hit, and no runs. And Corbett Kimberlin sends that one off to the right side. That's a long run out there, and they'll get down, and it's in foul ground. Nice try there by Scott in foul ground, but he's not able to come up with it. And it is a foul ball. It is a foul ball, so Kimberlin 0-1 to him. So Corbett looking to see if he can straighten one out here. Steps back in here, Hawkinson. With the delivery on the 0-1 to Kimberlin. Catching that outside edge. As you can hear the crowd. That has been the way for Buhler pitcher and the Blue Comet crowd and the Buhler crowd on those pitches there. Just as I said earlier, here's the 0-2 to Kimberlin. That's up high, and it's 1-2. So the 1-2 count with Lane Harvey on deck, and Blue Comet's trying to get some base runners here, see if we can cut into this 2-0 lead. Kimberlin sends that one out there, and it's going to go right field, and right fielder, that is sides. He'll size it up and make the play for out number 1. Here comes Lane Harvey to the plate. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. So Lane now coming to the plate. 1 out, nobody on. See if we can get a hold of one here. 0 for 1 at the plate, striking out his first time up. Peyton Beck on deck. That's on the inside, ball 1. So with a 1-0 count, Lane Harvey right back in, and Hawkinson delivers. Low missing that outside edge this time. It's 1-1. Murray down third base line, just trying to get a base hit for his guys here. As we're already in the 4th inning, trailing 2-0. Harvey getting a piece of it. Foul ball, 1-2. So it's a 1-2 count. Harvey taking that one outside. It's 2-2. So Harvey with a 2-2 count. That's just smacking out into left field, and left fielder's going to have to track it down, and he will. Towards the line there, that is McCurdy. He makes the play for a long fly ball out into left field for out number 2.
First baseman Peyton Beck.
Here comes Beck to the plate. See if a line drive out there, or fly ball out on the infield, I should say, to the third baseman Henderson. His first time up, so he's 0 for 1. So 2 outs and nobody on. Here comes Peyton Beck to the plate. Hawkinson delivers. Shot there at first, and Scott handles himself unassisted for the 3rd out. So it's a 1-2-3 inning here for Hawkinson. No hits, nobody left, and no errors.
No runs, and nobody left for Chanute in the 4th.
No runs come in. We will go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Scott sides Hawkinson coming up 2-0 Buhler when we come back. Z95.3. Alrighty, folks, we're back here as we get ready to go to the bottom of the 4th inning.
For Buhler, first baseman Reed Scott.
And ready to go here will be Scott, the first baseman. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out to short his first time up. Takes pitch on the inside into strike one to him. So 0-1. As Manbeck, 49 pitches, 1 strikeout, 3 base on balls, 3 hits, 2 runs. Missing on the outside, 1-1. So the 1-1 count here to Scott. Pitch on the way. In there for a steer right call. It's 1-2. So that 1-2 count. Sides will be on deck. That is up high for a 2-2. Scott, 2-2. That's low for Manbeck. 3-2 now, full count. Full count to the first hitter on every inning. Got a base on balls last inning and a ground out in the second. See, here we go here, the 3-2. Steve Wright called on the inside corner for the strikeout. That's out number 1, second strikeout for Mason Manbeck, and now it's a big one right there for Mason. Coming up his sides, he's coming to the plate. He's reached on a base on ball, scored a run his 1 time at the plate today. 1 out and nobody on. Sides comes up. So fouling that off to the right side. It's an 0-1 count. So the 0-1 count here to Sides as he steps right back in. Here's the pitch. It's going to get away this ball 1. It's a 1-1 count. Zach, is there anybody else at the studio? Jesus Christ, Christmas. All right, thank you. 1-1 now to Sides. That's a little bouncer there. Second bounce, Kimberlin. Get a good grab. 6-3, get him by a step. Out number 2. So 2 outs. Here comes Hawkinson to the plate. He's got that single and stole a base and scored a run to help his own cause here. Does the pitcher. So Hawkinson now comes to the plate. 2 outs and nobody on. Bottom of the 4th. Buhler leading it 2-0 here in this first round of the state game. Swing and a miss by Hawkinson, 0-1. I see Manbeck get out of this 4th inning with only 60 pitches. You're sitting at about 56 right now. 0-1 to Hawkinson. Nice breaking ball high, 1-1. So with a 1-1 count, Hawkinson standing right in. And Manbeck delivers. Swing, and it's a long strike down the left side, and it'll be out of play. 1-2. Almost catches the Buhler bus over there. So the 1-2 count. And Manbeck ready to go. Hawkinson stands in. That's a little runner there. Kimberlin having to come up on it. Oh, and it comes out of Kimberlin's glove as he looked to make the transition to throw. And Corbett not watching it. It falls out of his glove. He took an eye off of it, so it's a hit for Hawkinson. This is the 4th of the day. So here comes the catcher. Ellie to the plate.
The catcher, Cole Ely.
Ellie to the plate now. Stepping in. It's like number 9. It's going to be Neal. He'll be pinch running out there for the pitcher Hawkinson. 2 outs. Manbeck now moves to the stretch. Here's the pitch. Outside edge for the strike call. 0-1 to him. 2 outs and a man on. Manbeck. Ely standing in with the 0-1 count to him. Manbeck, quick look over at first. Here's the pitch. It's outside. It's going to get behind McDonald. So the wild pitch puts runner scoring position. It's a 1-1. So the 1-1 counts as that one gets away, and a wild pitch puts him over at second. Ely. Catcher standing back in here. Man back. We get that third out here. 2 quick outs and then a single by Hawkinson. Pinch runner Neal over at second there after the wild pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Quick throw down there, but getting back in. So that one hits Neal there as he dives back in. So it stays 1-2. Ellie at the plate. So 1-2 count to him. Stepping back in here, see if he can bring Neal around. Manbeck delivers outside. 2-2. So the 2-2 count. Manbeck bringing it. High fly ball here, and it's going to stay in the infield. Jaden Costin calling for it, and he'll make the play. For the third out. If they do get a hit, they leave a man. No errors by the Blue Comets, and no runs come in. But we will go to the fifth inning. Blue Comets trail 2-0. Peavy, Costin, and Kester when we come at Z95.3. Do what now? Wait, what? No, yeah, you just gotta just pick up the handset and put it in that box, and then that's how you answer it. Yeah, just tell him to pick up the handset, put it in the box, and he should answer it that way. It doesn't answer by itself anymore. Thanks. Thank you. All right, Blue Comet fans, we're back here as we get ready to go for the fifth inning. Blue Comets see some base runners. Only got 1 hit on the day. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error by the Blue Comets. And you got 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error here by Buhler through the first 4 innings. It will be Bradley Peavy, Jaden Costin, and Cam Kester, the first 3 up here, facing Hawkinson. And Peavy sends that one back to the screen as the Blue Comets have went 1-2-3 the last 2 innings. And so 1 here to Peavy to start off. That's pitch number 50. With 1 strikeout, 1 base on balls, 2 hits, and no runs for Hawkinson in the ball game. And missing with that one, it's a 1-1 count. So 1-1 to him as Peavy sends that one right back to Hawkinson. And it'll go 1-3 for the first out. Here comes Jaden Costin to the plate. He had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. He'll step to the plate here. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 5th inning. Blue Comets trail at 2-0. Hawkinson delivers. Outside is strike call, 1 to him. 0-1 to Jaden as he stands in here. Taking something off of that one, and it's low for a 1-1 count. Comets keeping it close here, 2-0 against the Crusaders of Buhler. 1-1 to Jaden Costin. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low, and now 2-1. So Jaden can get on here and get a little something happening with Cam Kester on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Costin, 2-1 to him. It's a shot there, and that's Scott. He's going to have to get it over to his pitcher, and does. Nice job there as Hawkinson has the cover. They just get Costin by a step on the 3-1 for round number 2. So here comes Cam Kester to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Cam Kester.
And a line drive fly ball right back to the pitcher back into the second inning. And we have Peavy over second. He was leaning towards third, and he turned around and makes a nice double play there. And did Hawkinson, as now 2 outs. Cam steps in here again. Steve Reich 1-2 him. Oh, 1 to Kester. That's in there for a strike. Call us now 0-2. So the 0-2 count here, Cam. Some start here with 2 outs, and that's Wiggins to second. Well, Scott to get to first, 4-3. So it's another 1-2-3 inning here for Buhler. There's no hits, nobody left, and no errors, and no runs come in. We will go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Wiggins, Span, and McCurdy come up when we come back. It's 2-0 Buhler, Z95.3. Yeah. 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 That should work. That's the way I did it yesterday. That's the only way I could get it to work last night, so it's all good. Are they running late? Did he? I mean, he was supposed to be there at like 1 o'clock, 1:15. On 105. No, there shouldn't be a phone in there. It's probably in the office. I don't know. No, we're all right. All right, back here to the bottom of the 5th inning we go, and it will be Wiggins, Span, and McCurdy. The first 3 up here against Manbeck. 59 pitches, 2 strikeouts, 3 base on balls, giving up the 4 hits and the 2 runs. And he'll face Wiggins. He's 1 for 1 out of single back in the second inning. He'll start this off with a single into right center field. Ellis shuts it down to make it a, wow, good job, Bryson Ellis, to shut it down. With the leadoff man on here for the Crusaders here into the 4th inning. They've had him on in the 1st, 3rd, and now the 5th inning here. They put their 2 runs on in the 2nd inning on 2 hits. So here comes Span to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He's got a runner over at first and no outs. Manbeck bring it. Nice bunt down the third base line. Kester gets him on the sack bunt. Nice job, Cam Kester. Right down the line there, and he picks it up. A nice job getting him coming down the line. Moving over to second on the sack bunt. Now McCurdy. Here comes Coach Murray to the plate. And we may see a change out here. We'll see what we got going on. I want to say a big thank you to Ryan Disbrow, State Farm Insurance Agent in downtown Chanute, bringing us the live stream ball game here today. They're going to have their Customer Appreciation Day May 31st from 11 to 2. Get on down there, Good Neighbor Day, and enjoy some free barbecue. And also from the good folks of the senior baseball parents, bringing us the game today as well. Senior baseball parents, a lot of seniors out there for the Blue Comets, and those parents want to make sure how much we appreciate the kids and the parents. And that looks like the meeting is over, but a big thank you to the senior baseball parents and Ryan Disbrow, State Farm Insurance Agent, bringing us the ball game here this afternoon from Salina. It's 2-0. Run over at second, 1 out. McCurdy comes to the plate. He's got a base on balls and a fielder's choice. He's stolen the base. His 2 times at the plate today. Facing Manbeck for the 3rd time with a runner at second. It's a shot right back up the middle, and that could get a run home, and it will. They're going to bring him as Ellis is bringing it in, and it's an RBI single for McCurdy, and it's now 3-0. So the 3rd run comes in here on the RBI single by McCurdy. Here comes Goins to the plate. He's 0 for 2. So now 3-0 Buhler. Manbeck facing Goins with a man on. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That one's going to hit him. So now runners at first and second here.
Third baseman Ryan
Here comes Henderson to the plate now. He'll come up here as hit batsman. Puts runners over at first and second. So coming to the plate now comes Henderson. He's 0 for 2. A couple fly balls out into center field. Runners at first and second here with 2 outs, over with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 5th, as they made it a 3-0 ball game here against the Blue Comets now. As Henderson stands in. And the pitch on the way. It's a shot out into rights, but right there is Alex Crum, and it gets over his glove, off the top of his glove. Here comes the throw in. And it's going to be an error to bring in the run as that goes off Alex's glove. And Henderson is safe, and it's a second error by the Blue Comets. Over to third goes Gones in to score to make it a 4-0 ball game. On to the second error of the game by the Blue Comets. And it's now a 4-0 game here with only 1 out and runners now onto the corners. So here comes Scott to the plate. He's 0 for 2. That's going to be a high fly ball here on the right side. And Peyton Beck giving chase, and it will be just out of his reach. And it's 0-1 here to Scott. So Scott taking a look now. Coach Neal down the third base line as the runners on the corners here. They've now made it a 4-0 ball game. Scott 0-1 to him after the foul ball. Runners on the corners taking the lead. Manbeck bringing it low for a 1-1 count. 4-0 here as Scott standing right in. He's 0 for 2 at the plate. A couple hits in an error here brought in a couple runs. That's in there for a strike. It's now 1-2. So 1-2 count here to Scott. Need that second out right here at the plate. Manbeck looking for that third strikeout. It's 1-2 to him. Here's the pitch. That's a little bouncer out in front. It's a foul ball. So Manbeck is going to see if he can't get this second out here at the plate of Scott on the foul ball as Brady Mack goes out, have a chat with Mason here, trying to settle him in a little bit. See if we can get your score right here by Brady comes back behind the dish. So now 4-0 here as it's 1-2 to Scott. Runners on the corners. Manbeck delivers. Nice pitch. Just misses. 2-2. Sides will be on deck here for the Crusaders. That's a bouncer there to Kester, and it's a foul. And it stays 2-2. So now 2-2 to Scott here, and the pitch on the way. That one's up high, running to full, 3-2. Pitch number 75 for Mason Manbeck here. 2 strikeouts, 3 base on balls, 6 hits, 4 runs. 2 to Mason Manbeck. That is ball 4, and the bases are full for the Blue Comets, or for the Crusaders here. That's the 4th base on balls. Manbeck this afternoon. Here comes Sides to the plates. Bases full and only 1 out. Sides 0 for 1 with a base on balls just 2 times at the plate today. Steps up with 1 out and bases full. Manbeck back to the windup here, facing the right fielder for a double play ball. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. One 0 to Sides. That one's up high. 2-0. So the 2-0 count. Hawkinson, the pitcher, will be on deck if Sides can get in. And Manbeck delivers. Steve Wright calls 2-1. So the 2-1 count Side steps back in. Manbeck delivers. Foul balls now 2-2. So that 2-2 count. Trying to get something here is Sides, and Manbeck looking to get him out. And that's going to be a foul ball. We've now gone over 80 pitches now, 81 here for Manbeck. 2-2 to Sides. And back in he goes. That's a shot. And Kimlin right there should be able to get one, and there's another one. Oh, and he's safe at first. Nice try by Corbett Kimlin. He gets the runner there at second. Tried to turn around and get him, and he just can't quite get there. Sides reaches on the fielder's choice, but the run does come in. Over to third goes Henderson, but it is a 6 unassisted for out number 2. Another run comes in now to make it a 5-0 ball game. The runners will be on the corners here for Buhler as Hawkinson comes to the plate. 2 hits, sacrifice bunt, hit batsman, and an error have brought in the 3 runs. And Buhler has runners on the corners here as they made it a 5-0 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So here comes Hawkinson to the plate. He's 2 for 2, helped in his own cause, definitely pitching very well, and has been hitting too. That's ball 1 to him. So 1-0 to Hawkinson with the catcher Ellie on deck. Hawkinson stands in. Runners now at first and second, or second and third, as that one's a little runner there, and it'll be foul, 1-1. Three stolen bases here for the Crusaders. Hawkinson now 1-1. Runners in score position is second and third here in the bottom of the 5th as they've put up 3. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. So Manbeck looking to finish off the 5th inning here. Hawkinson back in as Hawkinson looking to get in a couple more runs for his squad. There's going to be a timeout called at the plate. No pitch. That's a shot out into left field. Lane Harvey steps in, and that's going to get over his head. 1 run comes in, 2 runs come in, and that's going to be a 2 RBI double for the pitcher Hawkinson, and now a 7-0 ball game. Here as he clears them off. Hawkinson with the double, and now makes it a 7-0 ball game as Coach Murray is going to come out here and have a chat here with his pitcher. And we may get us a little change going on here. We'll see. And it is. Looks like Cam Kester and Mason Manbeck are going to switch places here. So we'll fix our score. In the 5th inning. So we're going to get a pitching change as Manbeck and Kester are going to switch places. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be right back for it here as it's 7-0 now in the bottom of the 5th. Blue Comets trail Z95.3. You know what the crazy thing is, Zach? So you know what the crazy thing is? These fools are calling me and texting me during the middle of this broadcast like I'm supposed to be able to do something. Everybody had a job to do. This just burns me up. I'm sorry, man. I shouldn't be complaining to you, but still. It just don't make no sense to me, man. Oh, well, that's the way it is.
Now pitching for Chanute, number 14.
Yep. That's all right. That's all, nothing I can do. I'm 3 hours away. I'm just, hey, I do what I do. I'm driving home here in a little while. I'm done. Alrighty, folks, we're back here. We'll shut the door here on Mason Manbeck, and it will be Cam Kester coming in. So it'll be Manbeck and Kester switching places. And Cam coming in here trying to get this final out as the catcher, Ellie, comes to the plate. And it's a foul ball. So we'll get Cam's numbers here, or Mason's numbers here after the final out of the inning here. Blue Comet's going to have to get those bats working in the 6th and 7th here. Got to get this third out. That's a shot right back up the middle. And it's a base hit. Bringing a run. Here comes the throw in from Ellison. It's going to be offline. McDonald going to try to go back to second. It's a high throw. And into second goes Ellie with another RBI. And the Crusaders have opened it up here now to an 8-0 ball game as Wiggins, who started it off, goes back to the plate here. 4th hit. And Wiggins comes to the plate as this now a 8-0 ball game. So Wiggins comes up here with a runner over at second now, as they have batted around, and the second baseman is 2 for 2 at the plate today, trying to go 3 for 3. Kester bringing it. That's going to be a foul ball, and Manbeck giving chase into foul ground out of play. And it's 0-1 to him. So with an 0-1 count here to Wiggins, top of the order will be Span. 2 outs. Blue Comets looking to get out of this inning here as they put up a 6 spot. 4 hits, an error. And that one's going to get away, as it's a 1-1 count here to Wiggins. And the wild pitch gets the runner over to third. So 1-1 here now to Wiggins as he steps back in. That was going to be fouled off. It's now 1-2. So the 1-2 count to him. Now that runner over at third. Trying to get out of this inning. Are the Blue Comets. Outside, 2-2. So the 2-2 count. Wiggins ready to roll. Here's the pitch. That's a shot right at first. And it is off of Peyton Beck and tries to get it over to first and doesn't get her. It just kind of ate him up there on the hop, bounced off the chest, had to go get it. Not in time to get Wiggins. So the infield hit brings in another run. And that makes it a 9-0 ball game here. Buhler looking to bring in that 10th run here to
center fielder Austin Span.
Run rule the Blue Comets, but Cam Kester doesn't want that to happen. He wants his guys to have a chance to bat. That's a high fly ball out into right field, and Alex Crum can't get there on that one. And it's another base hit now. Runners on the corners as Wiggins goes around. And is standing over at third. Here comes McCurdy to the plate for the second time in this inning. And McCurdy is 1 for 1 with a base on balls, a fielder's choice. He stole a base. He scored a run. He's got runners on the corners here. And now 9-0. And Buhler with an opportunity here to do the Blue Comets in. And that's ball 1 to him. The run rule here into the 5th inning. See McCurdy now with runners at first and second, or second and third, should say. The 2 outs, stands in McCurdy. Center field, Bryson Ellis right there to make the play for the 3rd outs. But the damage is done. 6 hits. They leave 2. 7 runs come in. And let's see, we're going to go to the 6th inning. Blue Comets need some runs here. They trail it now 9-0. And it will be Crum, Ellison, Manbeck when we come back, Z95.3.
Crum. Correction, Alex Crum.
So Alex Crum started off here, and it's a 1-0 to him from Hawkinson. Hawkinson with 61, now 62 pitches as he hits Alex. So leadoff man off of the Blue Comets for the first time since the second inning. The Comets have gone in 1, 2, 3, second, third, fourth, and fifth innings here, as they've only got 2 hits and desperately need some runs, trailing 9-0. Top of the order, here comes Bryson Ellis to the plate. Ellis stands in 0 for 2. Foul ball, 0-1. Alex Crum over at first. See if he can move him around, get some runs across here. Blue Cows really need to get to working on the bats and see if they can work against Hawkinson now as he's working from the windup as Crum takes the lead over there at first. Scott holding him on. That's a shot right there at short, and a nice job there by the shortstop. That is Miller. And they'll get the double play. That was a high hop there. And they get the 6-4-3 for the double play. And that's 2 outs. Here comes Manbeck to the plate. So Manbeck now stepping in. He's 1 for 2 at the plate today. And that's a foul ball, 0-1. So the 0-1 count with Corbett Kimmerlin on deck here. Manbeck can get on. Break the ball in for a strike call is 0-2. So Manbeck looking to start something here with 2 outs. The 0-2 to him. Outside, 1-2. Comets. The 1-2 pitch, that's a high fly ball here, and it's going to get stay in the infield as Wiggins at second. Well, it had some ice on it, came down so high. Another 1-2-3 inning here for Hawkinson, and the Comets get no hits, nobody left, and no errors. So we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Blue Comets traded now 9-0, and it will be Gones, Henderson, and Scott when we come back. Blue Comets traded 9-0, Z95.3. Alrighty, Blue Comet fans, back here as Cam Kester comes back out for another inning here, as he got that final out of the 5th inning, as that was a big inning as they put 7 runs up on 6 hits and an error. They made it 9-0. And here comes Goins to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch. His 3 times at the plate today. He'll face Cam Kester for the first time here. As Blue Comets trail it 9-0. And that would be fouled to the screen, 0-1. Cam only threw 10 pitches, no strikeouts, no base on balls. Couple hits and a couple runs to Cam there. It's now 1-1 at the plate to Gomes. 1-1 to him. Here's the pitch on the way, and that's a shot out into left field. And then it'll get down in front of Lane Harvey. So the leadoff man on here in the 6th. On the 11th hit of the ball game for Buhler here today. Here comes Henderson to the plate. He's 0 for 2, reaching on an error. Scoring a run. All right, so Gomes takes a lead over first. Henderson steps in here. And it will be Kester on the hill. Catching that outside edge, and it's a strike call 0-1 to him. Been getting that call all afternoon. Both pitchers have. So Henderson, Scott on deck. Sides in the hole here for Buhler. As Kester misses outside, it's now 1-1. So that 1-1 count. And the pitch. Fouling it away. It's now 1-2. So the 1-2 count as Henderson standing in, runner at first, and that's going to swing, get away. McDonald going to chase it down, and going to say it's a foul ball. So it stays 1-2. Maybe got a piece of it there. Blue calls it a foul ball at the plate. One-two to Henderson.
First baseman Reed Scott.
And the pitch on the way here. As they did call him out on that last strikeout. Okay, so it is a strikeout. That is out number 1. So Scott now takes strike 0-1. Kester did get that strikeout there. That's going to be underneath there. And the wild pitch allows the runner to get over to third. 1-1 count. And Buhler, the runner scoring position over at the third. Scott standing in here with a 1-1 count to him. He's 0 for 2 with a base on balls his 3 times at the plate today. Trying to put in that 10th run here. Outside, it's now 1-2. So the 1-2 count. Foul ball into that Blue Comet dugout. Heads up in there. Now 2-2. So Scott with a 2-2 count. Bringing it is Kester. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's back-to-back strikeouts. That's 2 strikeouts here. And 2 outs for Cam Kester. So here comes Sides to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice and a base on balls. He's scored a couple of runs. Stolen the base for the Crusaders today. Here's Kester. Sends that one out into right field, and Alex Crum right there, and will make the play for the third out. So they do get 1 hit, so they leave a man, and no errors by the Blue Comets. No runs come in. We will go to the bottom, or I should say we'll go to the 7th inning, aren't we? Top of the 7th is where we go. Kimberlin, Harvey, and Beck, Blue Comets lead base runners. They traded 9-0 here on Z95.3.
For Chanute. Shortstop, Corbett Kimberlin.
We come down to the final 3 outs. Here we go, as it'll be Hawkinson staying on the hill for the Crusaders. And he'll face Kimberlin to start off here in the 7th inning. Ball 1-2. 68 pitches now. 1 strikeout, 1 base on balls, 2 hits, no runs. And that's off of the leg there. It's going to be okay. The ball goes off of Hawkinson's leg, goes right to Wiggins. Wiggins goes 4-3 for the outs. It looked like it hit Hawkinson right there on the knee. He kind of protected himself there, but it looks like he's going to be okay. And coach coming out to check on him, he says, I'm fine. It did. He kind of protected himself there. He had a little bit of chance to get his leg up there, so maybe just cut him on the meat of the leg, which is good. He may have a little bit of a bruise, but he's going to stay out there. All right, so coming to the plate now with one out. Here comes Lane Harvey to the plate. He's 0-for-2 for the Blue Comets. High fly ball in the infield. Wiggins getting off the grass there, or off the dirt. He'll make the play. Find first base. Outs. Number 2. So here comes first baseman Peyton Beck. He's 0-for-2 at the plate today. Blue Comets down to their final out. So here comes Beck to the plate, looking to face Hawkinson, who's looking to shut down the Blue Comets after those first couple innings, where they made a little bit of noise and has been shutting them down since. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and 2 outs already here into the 7th as it's ball 1 to Beck. Shot down first baseline, and a nice job there by the first baseman, Scott. He'll handle himself to finish it off. And that'll do it. It will be Buhler facing Fort Scott tomorrow for the first semi to see who's going to go to the state championship game or the third place game, as the Blue Comets get no hits and nobody left and no errors. And the Blue Comets will lose this one 9-0 today here in the 2019 4A state championship games. All right, folks, so there's going to be about a 20-minute break here before the next one starts, but that's going to wrap it up for us. We're going to send it back to the studio. Got you a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and wrap up the game here for you. Blue Comets lose this one, season done here, 9-0 to Buhler on your home for the Blue Comets Z95.3. All right, Blue Comet fans, that's going to wrap it up here for the season here on Z95.3 and on KIZ.biz. We had a lot of fun all year long. I want to say a big thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors, all the great people, the parents and the coaches and the kids and everybody that has made this such a made this such a great season, and I hate for it to come to an end here. I definitely wanted to be here, see if we could get a third place or a championship opportunity here for the Blue Comets today, but nice job by Blue Comets Coach Murray getting his team here, 13-7 on the year. They ran into a good Buhler squad, had a good inning there, actually into the 5th inning. That was the big inning for them. I think it was really close. Blue Comets just kind of let it get away from them there in that 5th inning, and not able to catch back up here as they lose this one 9-0. So it will be Buhler and Fort Scott going to be pulling for Fort Scott to see if they can get themselves into the championship series. Championship game coming up tomorrow. They get to play tomorrow, maybe Saturday here in Salina, the way the weather is going. But nice job by the Blue Comets. I thought it was a great season. Coach Murray and his squad, they did a really, really good job. Got some good young men that are going to be graduating as seniors. We have some good young men that are coming up in behind them next year. Coach Murray, now the, right understand, the new athletic director for the Blue Comets. Going to have a new basketball coach for the guys' side. We're going to have a new football coach in Coach Frizzell. He's going to be there this year for the Blue Comets too. So a lot of new changes coming up here for the Blue Comets. But tell you what, it has been always a big fun time here to broadcast Blue Comet sports, and just have had a great year. And we couldn't do it without Zach back in the studio. Really appreciate him all year long. He's done a great job. Let's wrap this up here for you today. Blue Comets lose it 9-0. It was 9 runs on 11 hits, 6 left and 1 error by Buhler. It was no runs on 2 hits, 3 left and 2 errors by your Blue Comets. Mason Manbeck goes 2 2/3 innings pitched. He had 6 hits. That one, 6 hits, 8 runs, and 7 of those were charged to him on the afternoon. 1 1/3 here, 1 2/3, or 1 1/3 for Kester. He had 23 pitches. He had no base on balls, 2 strikeouts, 2 hits, 2 runs. Both those were earned to him. So Blue Comets, so they just couldn't really get the bats going. They did have those 2 hits there probably in the first couple of innings. And I'll tell you, it was that second inning that kind of changed things around, as Cam just took a really nice hot shot right back up the middle, and it was a straight fly ball to the pitcher. He turned around, was able to get a double play, and then it was 1-2-3 inning, 1-2-3 inning, 1-2-3 inning, one after another here for Hawkinson into the ball game. He pitched very, very well. He gets the win here today for the Buhler Crusaders. So good luck to them as they take on a very tough Fort Scott team. We know what Fort Scott's about, and that'll be tomorrow here for a chance to play in the championship game, or in the title game, or in the third place game here for the Fort Scott Tigers for the SEK representing. All right, but I think that's going to do it here for us, folks. We got a long ride home. Season is over. I want to say thank you to all the Blue Comet fans. Thank you to Ryan Disbrow, State Farm Insurance agent, the Blue Comet senior parents here today have helped us bring this live stream ball games. All the wonderful people that help us out all year long with the Blue Comets. We really appreciate them, and a nice Blue Comet crowd that made the trip here today. So big thank you to everybody out there here on Z95.3. Big thank you to Zach once again making us sound good. That's going to wrap it up for me, folks. Hope everyone has an awesome, blessed, and wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully it's a dry one. I'll see you back in Chanute, everybody. We're out of here. Bye-bye. All right, man. Sounds good, dude. Appreciate it. I said season over, man, and we'll have a few things coming up here before too long I'll let you know about, but really won't get back to anything until football season in September. Cool. All right, man. Great job, and I'll holler at you soon, man. Thank you. Have a good one. All right, bye. Bye-bye.